I wanted to make another video about a question that gets bounced around quite a lot in the cleansing, detoxing, fasting world. And many times people always ask, you know, how long are they meant to cleanse? How long are they meant to detox for? And the same question could be asked around or about, you know, how long are you gonna keep showering for? How long are you gonna have a bath? How long are you gonna brush your teeth for? So it's the same thing. And yes, I know it might seem a little drastic, it might seem a little too much for those that are not in the know, and for those that, you know, detoxing and fasting is like a time of like scarcity and not wanting to do a thing. But the answer to that question is, first and foremost, how long have you been eating a particular way and living a particular lifestyle for? And then the second question is, it's a never-ending journey from my personal point of view. From someone that's done many sorts of cleanses and detoxes and fasts and all these sorts of things, fruit only, dry, water, vegan, like all these things, I'm telling you from my own personal experience that actually this is a journey. This is just like a lifelong thing. And when you realize, and when you start cleansing yourself and getting deeper and deeper on your cleansing journey, you'll start to have a new way of thinking. You'll start to have a new way of operating. You start to really awaken the cells that have been sort of dormant for a very long period of time, that have now gained enough energy to be put back online again. And then you start having the right thought, you start having the right way of doing everything, because it goes far beyond just a physical standpoint or a physical level. This is like a whole holistic approach, because not only are you cleansing on a physical level, but also a spiritual level and also a mental level as well. And I know there's probably so many modalities out there that may claim to work at every level, but this is probably the main level, the consumption level. It starts here. It actually does. So yeah, and just something I want to touch on as well is, you know, I've come from a background of eating meat and fish and all these sorts of things, and you know, the very plants that we consume and eat or want to marinate, season our foods with, come from plants. And without them, the foods, you might find that they're not as enjoyable. You know, for one, you're not eating meat in its raw form, which is like raw meat. You're not eating, like drinking the blood. You're not killing it. You're not killing the animal. You're not eating it like how other animals eat these things in its raw form. So when you're cooking, or when you're, you know, you say that you're cleaning the meat, you're cleaning the top surface of the meat, and even then, it's not really cleaning. So yes, you might use some lemon on there and squeezing it, but germs go as way beyond the skin surface level, beyond the muscles or all this sort of stuff. Like, it goes deep. You know, the life is in the blood, and there's blood circulating through and throughout the meat. So if the animal has been violated, just know you're taking on that violation. yes, you know, you might be cooking the meat and stuff, and then it's got all those juices, but when you really deep it, like, what is the juices? Like, what is actually the juices of the meat? And when you can come to realize what the juices of the meat are, that's when you'll probably start to put two and two together and start to come into the right mind of thinking of actually what we're actually consuming here. So I'll say that to say that. And again, look, I will never turn around and say I never loved meat, I never enjoyed meat, but I can honestly say I don't now, like, because it's just a different way of living. I wouldn't ridicule anyone for eating meat because I've been there too. It's not about that, but it's just about acknowledging, and when you've cleaned out enough, or cleaned up enough to start having the right thought of mind, you know what's right, so you can't go back to that. And for anyone that's done some sort of a cleanse but they still have the cravings for certain things, you haven't cleaned out enough to enable this lifestyle to continue. A lot of people say, oh, you know, they didn't, you know, going raw wasn't for them and they had so many issues. It's just because the toxins are deep, very, very deep, and a lot of people that transition don't do a cleanse and then jump on the new protocol or the new lifestyle that they do, and so they go from one to another thinking that the new foods that they're eating is going to clean out the old stuff that's already been backed up and dried inside them. But the reality of it is you have to clean out in order to start and have a new foundation and a new way of living, new way of breathing, existing, and all these sorts of things to for that new foundation, that new lifestyle to actually be utilized well. You know, I can eat a lot less than I was eating before and get a lot more from less because my body's able to utilize the foods and the things that I've been consuming. Whereas before I'd have to eat quite a lot of foods probably just to get a little bit of nutrition, but because I'm still cleaning, I'm still cleansing, I'm still going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, like there's levels and layers. Like if only you really had an understanding of like how deep this stuff goes and how far beyond your imagination. And for me, I still wake up excited of just getting deeper, cleaning more, clarity, abundance, manifesting, like, and I haven't even got into the bag yet. Like I haven't even got into the bag of everything that I'm doing. Like I would still say I'm at a surface level to, I know, to the next level or layer potential that I'm actually probably gonna be at. But I'm not hung up, or I'm not stuck, or I'm not fixated on, oh, I'm gonna be a particular way, or I want to be this way when I get to a particular point, because I'm actually enjoying the process and I actually love how I feel now. So everything's just a bonus. Everything's just like, yeah, it's just a bonus. So I guess I can't really say how you'll feel because I don't know what your experience is currently, what you're going through currently. But if you can do this when you're not battling some sort of a lifelong health condition, or you feel like it's kind of an all or nothing sort of situation of fasting, because you're gonna create like this relationship with it where you're doing it just for the sake of doing it, you're doing it just to kind of survive. But when you actually build up and create this like beautiful relationship with, you know, wanting to live and wanting to cleanse your vessel and wanting to really honor the creator's creation, it's a different ball game. It's actually a different ball game. It's a different way of living. It's a different way of showing up. many people want to do some sort of good for their vessel when they're feeling bad or under the weather, but to have to choose to wanting to live this way and to show up every day is a very different experience. So when you're meditating or you're praying, but you're not seeking but asking for anything, you're not asking for anything or for the creator to get rid of a particular thing, but you're asking, how can I serve? Like, show me, bring people to me so I can help. It's very, very different. It's a different ball game. And that's that. So how long to cleanse? My answer: how long are you going to be brushing your teeth? How long are you going to be washing your skin? How long are you going to be doing all these things? Is for me, the answer is the same. Every day is an opportunity. Every day is a chance. Every day you have the choice. Now, I would say making the choice sooner rather than later would be extremely beneficial for you, your life, and the people around you, so you can be the example. And on this journey, you're going to come across a lot of people. You're going to have family, you're going to have friends that are probably not interested, that are probably never going to do what you're doing. But it's not about that. It's about you honoring your line, you honoring those that have come before, you honoring those that are to come after, you honoring the foundations, and acknowledging how important the foundation is, and breaking the cycle of the cycles that have come before. And just having that mindset of actually just being the example, like, is going to take you so far. And I can only imagine how far it will take you. So that's my message for today. Cleansing is a lifelong journey, and if you're not interested, that's totally understandable. But if you are interested, just know life, how you know it to be, how you're experiencing it to be currently, is going to be a different ball game. And that's testament to my own journey, own living, own experiences, and it's exciting. So yeah, that's the message for today. But whatever you choose to do, I hope you have a great day, and yeah, I will catch you on the next video.